Welcome to Fringe Fanatics with Chad Lee and Chris Sane.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 165, and we're coming at you live. I am Chris Zane.
And I am Chad Lee. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. If you guys could, make sure to go like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all things social media. Make sure to ring that bell so you get the notifications. And be a friend. Tell a friend. Word of mouth goes a long ways these days. We are back. The Super Bowl has come and gone. Seahawks sit atop the NFL as champions.
Two-time champions now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they got their revenge against the old Patriots from a few years back.
The franchise did, for sure.
Yeah, the franchise. Nobody really on the team was
around,
but the franchise gets a little bit of a back at the Patriots. So it was a good weekend. Sports is still rolling on, though, man. The Olympics, crazy. There's a lot of crazy stories in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Have you heard all these?
They're like what?
Well, you got Olympic skiers injecting hyaluronic acid into their penises.
Try to make it bigger, get more surface area.
Yeah, more surface area on their in their nether regions on their suits.
That's pretty wild. I saw that.
Let's see.
Lindsey Vonn getting airlifted out.
Yeah, second time in a week like a week that she's been airlifted.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Let's see what else. A biathlete stole her teammates' credit cards and racked up like a couple $1,000s on Amazon.
Oh my God.
And doesn't remember doing it, supposedly.
Damn.
And then another biathlete won the bronze medal and then decided to use that platform to tell everybody it's been the worst week of his life. His girlfriend just he just told his girlfriend a week ago that he was cheating on her. And It was just like, I don't know if that's the time to do it.
I feel like this is just a pattern, because you remember when they were in Sochi a while back, like they put them up in these hotels where like the doors were pretty much made of cardboard and stuff.
Well, the beds were cardboard.
Well, the doors, you opened them and they just fell apart.
Yeah.
Like everything was so feeble. The plumbing was all messed up.
That was Sochi, though. I mean, it's not the...
But I mean,
best representation. But yeah.
And then even the same thing when they did the Summer Olympics in Rio, it's just like they were all worried about like the crime everywhere around them. It's just like, this is a shit show every time they go anywhere, it seems like.
At least now they're in a nicer place. Those two, obviously, not the best cities to be having the Olympics. But yeah, it is just, there's always... It never feels like they're like good stories about the Olympics. There's always like a black eye.
Well, you see, have you ever heard of like I just noticed it a couple weeks ago. It was like Paris syndrome, something like that. Paris, it's like basically you've all heard of like, oh, women might want to go to Paris because of the fashion and all of the structures, the Eiffel Tower, and everything like that. But then if you look on just the outskirts, like that's what the video was about. It's like slums. It's really, really looking bad. And there's a lot of people that go there for vacation and then, they get mugged, or it's just like not what they expect. And, that's kind of what it seems like, because you see these opening ceremonies and you're like, oh my God, this is larger than life. And then, you hear about all these stories and it's like, God damn, this is rough.
Yeah, this one's the athletes are up to no good in this one, but
well, that, and they always hand out like thousands of condoms because the athletes are like, it's a free for all. It's insane.
Well, I mean, you're surrounded by the top athletes. Everybody's in great shape.
Fidelity goes out the window, I guess.
Well, yeah, and this guy, the fidelity thing happened before he was even in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he went on this whole diatribe, basically, airing it all out. I think kind of in a way to be like, I'm doing this in my highest moment to try and get her back. I feel like I don't know if that's going to work.
I did see a really sad one where one of the U.S. Figure skaters held up a picture of his parents. They had died in that helicopter crash a few months back, probably about 5 or 6 months back.
Oh, the one that spun out of control and crashed into the river.
Come to find out, it was the pilot that they were operating it wrong, and they weren't following protocol.
Yeah,
but they collided with another aircraft, and that was super unfortunate.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a bummer.
Yeah, but how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I'm trying to remember what I even did this weekend. We did watch Sinners this weekend.
What'd you
It was good. I don't know why it won so many awards.
I don't get
Or
it.
I don't know why. Did it win or
Yeah.
it's just up?
Even as far as what they call the award season, it's won the most so far going into the Oscars. And I feel like
Yeah, and I know
won
it's
a lot.
like broke some record for Oscar nominations.
Yeah,
So like at the
16.
end of the day, I was just kind of like, it's just kind of a vampire movie.
Yeah, it's got a kind of an original idea for it. I like what they did with like the Irish step dancing and stuff, but at one point I'm like, if they start singing again, I'm gonna turn this movie off.
I was like, this
I don't
is
do
kinda,
musicals, man.
I can't do it either. And then yeah, the singing was kind of, I was like, this movie's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like it was a good scary movie.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was strange.
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
At least you got it watched.
Yeah, we got it watched.
Yeah.
I feel like I accomplished something. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think what else we did this weekend, dude. I can't. Well, I mean, I
Well,
went
how was
over
the Super Bowl party.
went
How
over
were
to
the
my
wings.
Yeah, went over to my parents. We ate the Wingstop. It was good. Everybody was rooting for the Seahawks to win, and so that was nice because they did win.
I was kind of surprised to hear that because with them beating you guys in the Super Bowl, I feel like that's tough.
I mean, I didn't want the Patriots to win.
Yeah,
But
I get that.
Yeah.
It's like both teams.
yeah, I feel like I'm less likely to see the Seahawks. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, just in general. It's
Yeah.
just, we see the Patriots all the time.
Mm.
But yeah, we were all rooting for them to win. I had, I ended up winning some good amount of money on it. It was
That's cool.
$700 because I was in the playoff pool.
Yep.
So that was pretty
What are you
rad.
gonna do with the money?
Hookers, cocaine.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it. That's sweet.
No, bills, probably, just live on it.
Yep. Catch
But
up.
yeah, so that was cool. I can't believe I nailed the score too. I picked 42 points. Nailed
on
it.
the dot.
Yeah, nailed it
Wow.
on the dot.
It would have ended up being 29-13, right?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
So I was pretty blown away by that. You won some money as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I picked Walker to be the MVP. I said it on the last podcast.
Yeah, said it.
Yep.
Bet it.
When he took off for that long
Forget
touchdown
it.
run, I was like, "Oh, that's it. It locks it up." And then there was a holding call on it.
Oh, I
So I was a
know.
little worried about it because a lot of times they'll just give it to the quarterback no matter what.
Yeah.
But he definitely deserved it. I think he has the second most Super Bowl all-purpose yards other than Terrell Davis.
Yeah, him and Terrell Davis are the last running backs to win the MVP of the Super Bowl. And then, yeah, I don't know if he got more yards than Terrell or not. But
I think he's second now. But
Yeah.
yeah, he had a hell of a game. I hit on a little parlay, so that was nice. But I just cash it out and
there you go.
yeah, I just live off of it. But yeah.
It's always cool when you win money and you're like, nice.
Yeah, well, it was the first time that I bet since the divisional
I'm
round.
not as broke.
So I was like, damn, I can't believe I actually hit. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fall into this trap again. I'm gonna cash
Yeah.
out,
That's probably smart.
take my money while I can. But anything
Take the
else,
money and run.
How were the wings?
The wings were good. We got way more than we actually needed, but that was my parents' fault. So
That's always a good problem to have.
yeah, but yeah, I do like Wingstop. So that was nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
But what did you guys do for the Super Bowl? Just kick it here?
Yeah, we just kicked it. I had another flare up of the old sciatica.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
it was shitty, man.
What'd you do this time? Just move? That's always the
I
best.
just slept. If I sleep longer than 8 hours in our mattress,
Oh.
it flares up, and so
Yeah.
I had taken some cough syrup on Saturday night, and then it just knocked me out to where I slept about 9 hours, and I woke up, and it was pretty rough. Finally back today. I actually had to take work off yesterday, so that sucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think I started hanging from the forklift like Dave used to do, and that gave it like immediate relief. Just kind of like spreading out the spine,
Just hanging your body.
just hanging
For a second, I was like, "Did you go by the feet?" And then I was like, "There's no way that would happen."
But
lift me up.
Well, the inversion table, that's what people do
Yeah,
with
I
the
know.
inversion tables. I've thought about getting those, so I'm going to probably look into that more, but we're actually going to go mattress shopping this Saturday to maybe finally get the sleep number, one that we can both kind of adjust to. Because if I had it my way, if I slept on the ground, it would probably be better for my back.
Yeah, it is unfortunate how difficult sleeping gets when you're older.
Because it's such a comfortable mattress. It's we paid a lot of money for it
Yeah.
too, and just for it to be so detrimental is really shitty. But
That is a bummer.
yeah, we had a good time though. We finished watching. We just really kept it chill since we did so much the weekend before. I finished Wonder Man. That was a pretty cool series. I was actually really surprised. New Marvel series where it's kind of standalone. It's not really tying into anything, but it was really good. Ben Kingsley is just a gem of an actor.
He's always good in
Man,
whatever he does.
He is great.
I don't mind his acting whenever he's in a movie.
Yeah,
It's like usually you don't worry about his part sucking.
No, and this movie's super meta because it deals a lot with Hollywood and acting. And
I didn't realize that it was like about it's like he's playing Wonder Man in a show.
But Wonder Man, it's not like they don't ever mention like Marvel. Marvel's never like been canon.
Yeah.
He's just being Wonder Man because like in the past, like Wonder Man was just like a show, not like a real superhero. And so they're doing like a reboot of it. But they tie in like all these real actors like Josh Gad, like they use his real name and stuff. But no, it was pretty good. Well, it'd be interesting to see if they bring him back into anything else.
Because he's not really like a superhero then, right?
No, he is.
Oh,
yeah.
he is?
Yeah, he does have powers.
Oh.
He can manipulate ions, which whatever.
Dude,
the fuck that
fucking
means.
ions, man, you know?
Ions. We finished His and Hers. So that was
Hers.
it's a new Netflix show. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. We don't binge watch shows very often, but we were staying up late Friday, so we just got all the way through it. It was really good.
Just binge watched
it was one where you just need to keep watching. That's what we did with Free Burt, which was.
I heard it's really good because at first
excellent.
I'm like, oh man, like just like watching the trailer, I was like, I don't know, man. I am getting not like totally burnt out on Burt, but like it's almost to the point where I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. This one was awesome.
But everybody's like, it's great.
No, it's because my first thought was like, oh man, it's weird that like seeing somebody else play Leanne and Georgia and Isla, but
they did that in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't think finish the movie. I didn't really.
It wasn't
care
that
for
good.
It. No, but this one, it just the writing. Isla is hilarious in it. And I was shocked. I mean, that's another one where we just kind of binged and kept watching since there was only 6 episodes. And I was really shocked that she liked it better than Bad Thoughts because like Bad Thoughts gets really weird. But I like Bad Thoughts.
I started rewatching it. Yeah, I started rewatching it because it's super funny.
Yeah.
I also started rewatching Righteous Gemstones. Just
sweet.
Shit.
Nice.
I was like looking for shit for background.
Yeah, we just did that with Tires because
the
new season's going to be maybe like 4 or 5 months coming out, and we were like, that's another one where it's kind of like The Office now, where we can just have on the episodes and just
it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
that is a good show. I do like.
Yeah, His and Hers was like a super good dramatic show with like a cool twist, so it's worth checking out. But
nice.
Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much about it.
Hell yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Well, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do this thing. Let's get into the headlines, starting with the NFL.
Are you ready for some football?
It's football, bro. Happens.
69. Offense. He's giving them the business.
Well, it's Monday night and we're ready to strike. Our special
We are ready to strike. It's Tuesday night, actually, everybody. But we're here, and the Super Bowl was not the best Super Bowl.
Nope. It was. If you like defensive games, this would be the one that you liked. If anybody watched any of the Seahawks games this year, this shouldn't have been a surprise. This is what they've done to every single opponent. Starts off kind of slow, and then eventually they just smother you and they'll break you. And that's what happened in this one. Super Bowl came and went, and Kenneth Walker was named the MVP. Sam Darnold was kind of having a rough go of it. I think he was like 5 of 16 at one point. Started off pretty hot. That first drive was really good. And then they had to settle for a field goal. And Jason Myers could have been the MVP. Broke the record for the most
I know. I was going to say, if it wasn't for Kenneth Walker going off,
yeah,
he would have gotten MVP.
I was glad a touchdown was scored because I was like, dude, there's no way we could have a Super Bowl with just nothing but field goals. That'd be
I think it would be the first time. I mean, we were heading towards the first time we were going to have a shutout.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's pretty nuts. But, I mean, Will Campbell, the left tackle, he was the talking point going into the week point of the Patriots. Gave up 14 pressures in that game. Mike Vrabel just backed him up yesterday, saying that he's still going to play him at the left tackle next year. That's kind of might be a little debated just because of his performance there, but he is a rookie. But he's also going up against like the best defense, the dark side in the NFL. And I mean, they got to him. I mean, what was it, 4 or 5 sacks on the game, 6 or 7,
something like that? Yes, 6 sacks. It was 6 sacks. Yeah,
and that made Drake May the most sacked quarterback throughout the playoffs in NFL history, passing Joe Burrow.
Oh, through the entire playoffs?
Yep.
Yeah. He did get hit a bunch, and he was seeing ghosts out there. It became apparent. They weren't able to do anything at all. I mean, it just was. You almost felt bad for him a little bit, like
I did. He did well to get to that point. I didn't really appreciate the people that were like, well, they had the easiest schedule going into it. That may be. It's like I've said this the past couple episodes. A lot of people forget about the defenses that they face.
Yeah,
the Broncos, the Texans, and the Chargers. You can't just sugarcoat that. Those are some of the best defenses, and they did put up more points than the other team. And that's all that mattered. But going into it, we really saw the different levels of this. And we had seen it all year, how we knew, like, it's going to be whoever's going to make it out of the NFC is going to win the Super Bowl. But we all said, like, the AFC is a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Because it's just, and the Bills, the Broncos, if they had been in there, who knows how the game would have gone. But
I think it would have been closer. I still think it was Seattle's year this year, unfortunately, man. They brought Sam Darnold. Well, I mean, it's more of a whole team thing. I'm not going to sit here and say Sam Darnold is the reason they won the Super Bowl. It was clearly the defense more often than not throughout the year. But Sam Darnold did what he had to do. And in the playoffs, which we talked about it last week with Bryce, the biggest thing was his turnovers. And again, no turnovers throughout the entire playoffs. Yeah. He had some plays in the beginning where
that first drive, he had one
that
close.
Yeah, he hit Christian Gonzalez in the hands at one point. Mm-hmm. He got some luck, but Drake May they took advantage of all the mistakes he made, and that was the story of the game, is just Drake May just putting them in bad situations throughout the entirety of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it really was on him. I mean, that one where I think it was Derek Hall that pushed him pushed the center right into him. All he has to do is take a step to the left or right, and you avoid that sack. But I mean, it's like he just was so focused on his receiver that guy just like pushed him right into him. Derek Hall is another story we should really touch on real quick. I saw it circulating around. I always like talking about this because my cousin, Patrick, is a savant when it comes to facts and the weather and sports. Dude, I think a future broadcaster because I think he's 15 now. And the dude, like, if you ask him, hey, how many points is Darren Peterson for KU averaging right now? Spit it off in fact. Like, he's going to be that type of guy. He sent me like 12 consecutive texts last night during the KU game. But he just is one that he was born premature. And Derek Hall for the Seahawks was born, I think, at 4 months, I think I saw, and his mother
that's early.
was told he would have a 1% chance of living, and then, come to find out, just like Patrick, everything, worked out okay, and he made it to the NFL and is now a Super Bowl champion, so it's a hell of a story.
Yeah, no, that is an incredible story. That's crazy.
Yeah.
4 months.
4 months. I believe that's what it was, is 4 months.
Is it your nephew, you said?
That's what Derek Hall was. I think my
nephew...
No,
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
I think my nephew was... I always say my nephew because that's kind of what he is to me, but he's actually my second cousin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he, I believe it was around 5 months, I want to say. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think it's something like that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, either way, that's crazy.
Small.
Yeah.
He was in the ICU.
I mean, that's probably like you put him in your hand. You got a baby in your hand.
I went to St. Louis to visit him. It was really wild.
Yeah.
And I went when we were staying in the hotel one night, going off the tangent here, but dude, I walked from the hospital back, it was a tough time at AI at that point, and I went to the hotel bar to drink and everything, and then they were closed, so I found some other bar. I don't know if you know, but some parts of St. Louis are pretty
scary.
Rough. Yeah. And so I couldn't find my way home. My phone died, and I got lost. And dude, I was like, man, I need to get back to my hotel. Oh, it was a wild adventure. That time.
No, you're lucky you made it back.
Yes, but yeah. It's so, stories like that's great. These preemie babies, they can overcome the biggest odds and then come to be Super Bowl champions. So he had a hell of a game. Leonard Williams, who was a dominance all year long, really didn't have a pressure in this game, but his coaches really gave him a lot of credit for doing his job and doing what he needed to. Sometimes some stats that don't show up on the box score really shine on film. And that really did for him. And I think that really goes to show why Walker got the MVP, and I'm really glad they gave it to him. Not aside from my bet on it, but it's like Dan mentioned it at work. He's like, man, that was like one of the quietest, like 137 yards or what it was ever.
Yeah, so 135 on 27 rushing attempts, 5 yards per carry, and then let's see, receiving he had. What did he have receiving? I think he had like 30 yards receiving too.
Yeah. He tore it up, man. And his, Colin's worthless, and it's great because like Hannah doesn't really watch, most times like if it's Sunday Night Football, unless it's the Chiefs, I've got it on silent just on my phone or whatever. And she got to really hear how unbearable it is listening to Chris Collinsworth, because he just kept talking about like how patient Kenneth Walker is and everything like that. And then there was that interception that Drake May threw to Julian Love towards the end.
I was just going to bring this up,
where he was like, "I just don't know what to say there." I'm like, "That's your job. That's your job is to commentate, dude."
And the funny thing is Chris Collinsworth has never been one to not have words.
Yeah.
He usually is just vomiting from the mouth at all times, just nonsense. And they were talking about that on 92.5 yesterday. I guess from the time Tirico finished his call, there was like 13 and a half seconds of dead air before Chris Collinsworth was just like, "Yeah, I got nothing."
Yeah.
I was like,
you can't
for once in your life.
You can't think of anything here, man. I'm just like, it's
once
so
in
bad.
your life.
And I know it was hilarious. A bunch of bets on Kalshi and like Polymark and stuff was like, how is he going to mention Patrick Mahomes? And I was so thankful he didn't, but he did mention Travis Kelce. I'm like, dude, you can't help yourself, man.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I get it. Like Barner kind of had a good route, which was very Kelce-like, but it's just like, I don't know, man. He's just...
It does show, like, okay, dude, we get it. You really like the Chiefs, and that's fine.
He does it with Josh Allen.
Josh Allen too. Yeah, there's guys if they're his guy.
My guy.
Yeah, this guy. If they're his guy, dude, he'll bring it up.
But I love Tirico though. Tirico mentioned a stat that I love that I wasn't aware of. That 8 of the top 10 defenses made the playoffs.
Yeah,
now that I love, and so there was even a post that was like, look at the Super Bowl, and I'm kind of forgetting the stats. Kind of basically went along with it, but it was basically like defense. This is it. It was like the past 3 Super Bowl champions. The Seahawks last year were the number 1 defense. Last year it was the Eagles who was the number 1, and then 3 years ago the Chiefs won, who were the number 2 defense.
Yeah.
So out of those 3 years, the top 3 defenses top 2. Have won the Super Bowl. And so it's like defense is back. And that's, even though the Super Bowl is kind of boring, it's like the offenses are going to have to adapt. This is what they're showing.
Well, yeah, I mean, the defenses are finally starting to figure out ways to not be totally hamstrung by the rules.
Yeah.
And they're starting to sway the game in their favors just through coverages and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this game, like you said, I don't mind a defensive game. That the game between the Patriots and the Broncos was fun. I mean, it wasn't even football at halftime. But this game, to a lot of people, it was boring. I mean, just the casual fans, it's boring. But I mean, I was in it all the way. But it is kind of when it's the third quarter and we still only have field goals.
Yeah, that's what I was like. All right, come on, we need some touchdowns here.
Yeah. So in the third quarter, it's 12-0 Seattle, and that was with 9:12 left.
Yeah.
We didn't have another score, which was a touchdown, the first of the game, A.J. Barner from Sam Darnold.
Wide open.
13-24 in the fourth. So we basically had another 11 almost minutes of no scoring.
Yeah. It got kind of boring there for a minute.
Yeah, I mean...
And the commercials, dude, they were lackluster. I mean...
Dude, they've been for a while.
It's been about 3 or 4 years where there hasn't been...
It's weird because you almost know what they're going to be already, because it's almost like they're teasing them leading up to the Super Bowl, so it's like you've almost seen them.
They'll release them on social media.
Yeah.
But, like, there used to be just bangers back in the day. I mean, Budweiser, Bud Light, and I mean, Doritos. Doritos used to have great commercials. And then now it's whoever can just pay the broadcasting company the most money. So you're going to get the craziest of commercials out there. And, with companies you never heard of.
I honestly don't remember one commercial from this year.
Well, there's the Dunkin' one.
The
with
Dunkin'
Ben
one,
Affleck,
that one was pretty
kinda
good.
silly.
Well, yeah, Ben Affleck as Matt Damon. I think that was who he was supposed
kind of,
to be.
but
yeah.
they were like mixing all these sitcoms and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, all right.
I mean, last year the only one I remember was the Baja Blast one or the Mountain Dew one with Seal as a seal.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Other than that, I'm like, I don't remember any of the.
Everybody was expecting a Doomsday trailer that didn't come, or a Spider-Man trailer. Didn't get that.
Yeah.
All we got was like the Scream trailer. She was super psyched for that, but Dude, it was nothing. So
Marvel's
it was kind of
probably just like, fuck you guys, we're not gonna pay all that money. We'll just release it on our own.
On social media and stuff. But, yeah, so let's get into that pretty much wraps it up. The Seahawks, if they can keep, they do have a bunch of free agents like the Super Bowl MVP, like Kenneth Walker, and then some other ones. The Chiefs tried to trade for Aboye Mafe earlier this year, but they couldn't get him. So, we'll see how much of the pieces they're able to keep, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're able to kind of keep this train going. But it's going to be tough in that division.
It is going to be tough. I'm trying to look at what they have available cap space for next year because I think they're like third most. Or something like that. But they do have a lot of free agents that need to be paid. I'm trying to think of a bunch of guys on defense. Like you said, Kenneth Walker. Those are going to be eating up a lot of that money. But, I mean, they're going to be able to retain a lot of those guys unless they get priced out, on the open market.
It happens a lot. You win the Super Bowl and guys leave. We've seen it. But... Talking about
27.
some honors here on Thursday night, the NFL did hold their NFL honors, and to go down the list, the Man of the Year was.
Hold on, I had these pulled up just a second ago.
I know it. I can't believe I'm forgetting who this is.
So we'll just run down it right here. So we'll go top to bottom.
Cool.
MVP. Matthew Stafford of the Los
Closest race
Angeles Rams. Yes.
Since Steve McNair and Peyton Manning, where they had to share it.
Yeah. I forgot about that. They had to share that one.
They shouldn't have done that. But
no, that's so dumb.
This year, you look at Drake May's performance, and granted, he might have had a shoulder injury or anything like that, but this should not have been this close. You look at the schedule that the Pats had to play. Stafford had 46 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
And here's the big thing. You look what the Patriots offense did with that Seahawks defense. And then you look at what the Rams offense did twice against them, even 3 times. They, once they beat them. Second time, it went down to overtime. And then the third time, they pushed them and only lost by like 5 or 4. So, yeah, it should not have been that close. Matt Stafford should have won in much more of a landslide. Justin Herbert got a first place vote.
Yeah, which is crazy.
These voters, man, need to be drug tested.
Maybe a little bit.
Defensive Player of the Year, I was really happy that it was Myles Garrett. That shouldn't have been a question. Broke the sack record.
Yeah, I mean, who else are you going to pick at that point? Coach of the Year goes to Mike Vrabel, which is definitely, I think, fair. I think either him or Mike McDonald should have won. So
Mike McDonald, this is a crazy one where I believe there's about 4 coaches that really should have been for that. I think Liam Cohen, first team to ever take him from 4-13 and flip it to 13-4. I believe that's what the stat was because I know the Patriots did it, but I know the Jags did it.
Yeah, it was 3-14 to 14.
Yeah, it was something like that. And then Kyle Shanahan, with all the injuries that they had, I thought he seriously deserved it too. It's just tough. You could give it to a few. Here's another one. Ben Johnson totally turned around the Bears.
Yeah,
there's a few coaches you could have given it to. I do think Mike Vrabel really deserved it. He's just so good at hiring coaches and what they kind of battled through with their defensive coordinator battling, I think, prostate cancer, and then somebody stepping in while still that first coach kind of being involved with the team still. It's a good story, and I thought he definitely deserved it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Then comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey. I also heard that he was up for like offensive player of the year and MVP too, and he's like the first one to get all three.
I saw a funny one that was like him and Joe Burrow just keep taking turns with this.
Comeback player of the year. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? But that one was pretty. That one makes sense, obviously.
Dude, and like I think like that same weekend, I'm pretty sure it was, he played a full set with Zach Bryan on the piano. Like,
I saw that.
He's done a sit-in before,
he's
but
like
he did
a piano maestro.
set.
Yeah,
the guy looks like a robot. He's handsome. He's jacked, and then he's like one of the best white running backs.
Don't mind me just busting out this whole like while reading sheet music, not even really knowing.
It's like the McCaffreys just built him in a lab down in Littleton or something.
Well, if you saw how Ed treated him in high school, he's like, you're in bed by 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. every night, like.
Yeah. You know that Playmakers podcast that you had me listen to? Monday, it came out like Sunday night, but Monday morning, Jordan Rodriguez and Greg Rosenthal mentioned this was crazy that I guess after the Super Bowl, Mike McDaniel went up to Jordan Rodriguez and told her that he listened to the Playmakers show and series and took notes, and that's what helped him against the Rams and the 49ers.
Oh, really? Just because
she said she broke into tears, and I mean, that's so cool. I mean,
that is pretty cool.
It's Mike McDaniel. Mike McDonald just seems like such a down to earth guy. That's really cool for him to give her credit like that.
No, definitely, it is a super cool thing, and that show is super informative. If you haven't
awesome.
listened to it, go give it a listen, dag nabbit. Other ones, obviously, this one makes perfect sense. Offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Total stud. Yeah, and Jigba for life.
Yeah.
Offensive rookie of the year, Teteroa McMillan for the Panthers. Defensive rookie of the year, Carson Schwessinger for the Cleveland Browns. Assistant coach of the year, Mr. Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
And then protector of the year, which is a new one, giving some love to the big boys.
This was cool.
Joe Thuney.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears.
Bears. Brett Veach was biting himself for that one. Well, you kind of made a bad move there, Brett. You let him go.
Well, they can't all be good. And unfortunately...
He was due a lot of money, and we had to shed some of that.
Can't keep everybody, dang it.
I was super happy for Joe to get that. I love that award. The O-line never gets enough credit. I said at the beginning of the season, that's the New jersey I want, was a Creed Humphrey jersey.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But, her brother-in-law actually got one for Christmas. I was like, dude, that's crazy. That's what I was
That's what I want.
Yeah, but... it's awesome that they have an award for the linemen now.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. The most thankless job in the NFL. You just go out there and get battered and bruised on every play, and the only time anybody cares about you is when you screw up.
You should listen to one of the episodes of NFL Daily leading up to the Super Bowl because they interviewed Garrett Bowles.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Garrett Bowles had a crazy journey to the NFL. If you hear his whole story, I guess his parents pretty much gave up, gave him up for adoption, and he had to work through all that and stuff, and pretty crazy, but he was all over. I saw him all over the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, didn't he catch a pass?
He did.
He caught a touchdown pass.
I saw some videos. He's like, I know all the routes. Yeah. I'm just like, all right, fair enough, man.
That was funny.
But yeah, so let's move on to Chad won a bet. I owe him beer next week. So along with everything else that happened, did you think it's weird that he announced it right after?
How did he announce it on the podium or something?
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of knew.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all like, yeah, all right, as soon as
Super
Bowl,
with the confetti flowing and stuff?
Yeah, I think he announced it last night, confirmed that he was leaving, and I'm like, dude, let the body cool a little bit. Yeah. You can let the day go by, right. Enjoy the win before you're like, all right, peace.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe he's excited to go take on the
I'm sure.
But,
we'll see what happens over there in Las Vegas, because he's got a lot to figure out.
I know.
But like I said last week, he's going to have Papa there helping him, and he's quite the coach himself. So, And I also remembered I played baseball against him in travel ball.
No way.
Yeah.
With Clint, like against Clint Kubiak?
Again, Clint Kubiak.
He's our age?
He's 38.
That's really
His
fucking
team
wild.
kicked our ass too.
Yeah.
They were a bunch of way better baseball
That's
players.
so
than we
crazy,
were.
dude. That's
I forgot
wild.
about it because we played a Steamboat travel ball tournament, and everybody was like, "Oh man, Gary Kubiak's here!" And then we saw him in a bar, and he was wearing the Super Bowl ring, of course.
Oh, wow.
And then we played as kids, and they
wally-wopped
they
it.
mercy ruled us.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
Damn.
But I remembered that, and I was because.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I
Nice.
was like, oh shit, I totally forgot
Played
about
against
that.
the future Raiders head coach.
Yeah,
Super Bowl champion. It's pretty
got
cool.
my ass kicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so big up for him. It's 5 years, I think, which seems to be about the normal.
They just keep doing this.
Yeah,
for
it's 5 years. You get 5 years.
We'll
5 years.
We'll see how long he stays there. There's not a good track record with the Raiders coaches.
That's you are likely to be gone very quickly, but
Still making money.
I do feel like the Pete Carroll thing was definitely we're just putting somebody there, like figurehead. We need a body.
Yeah.
Just put somebody there.
Dude, and it's, I get, like, there's a lot of nepotism in the NFL. I mean, it's been that way for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I'd say, over a century. But I didn't realize how many of his sons he had on the staff there, dude. It was a problem, like I talked about with the O-line and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I guess there was maybe the running backs coach or something like that, but it's like, dude, come on, you gotta hire the right guy for the job, because clearly this did not work.
No, it's fine. You get fired after 1 year. Everybody's giving you shit about nobody knowing what's going on in the offense. So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Right.
Let's get to story 5. Have you heard about this one?
Yeah, I did.
It's crazy. I didn't realize how much was going on with it. So James Pierce Jr., he is an edge rusher for the Atlanta Falcons. He's a rookie. He was arrested February 8th in Doral, Florida on 5 felony charges, including battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated stalking, aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer, and he was later released on a $20,500 bond. So he was dating Rakea Jackson. I hope I said her name right. She was a player for the Sparks, the Los Angeles Sparks. And I guess she was trying to break up with him, and he's been like following her and like stalking her for like a week or two now. And she was driving away from her home, and she saw him following her. And they get up to a stoplight. He gets out of his Lamborghini SUV, tries to open her door. She drives off and tries to drive into the police station. He chases her down, rams into her, and then the cops come running out, and then he jumps back in his car and almost runs over a cop and hits him in the knee. He might be screwed. I don't know how this is.
Well, it's pretty ironic too, because at the NFL honors, he was up for Man of the Year, and
Walter Payton.
Yeah, his mom was up there talking about what a great person and human he was. So this kind of walked that back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know. He might go to prison.
I would imagine so.
I mean, he hit a cop.
I doubt he's going to be playing next year.
Yeah, a minimum of 5 years in prison if he's convicted of one of the charges against him. That's just one. He's got 5. Pretty crazy.
Learn to let go, man.
Yeah. The NFL is going to come down on him with the iron fist because he is screwed at this point. But we'll see what happens with him. Like Chad said, I highly doubt he'll be in the NFL next year. So
Right. Yeah, I doubt it.
Nah, he gone for a little bit. But let's move into the NBA. Why don't we do that?
You want to hit these daily dogs?
Oh yeah, let's hit daily dogs. We haven't done that in a little bit. It's been a little while.
We left ours up from last week.
Yeah, and they still work.
Yep.
So that works. So let's get into it.
Pull that
Daily
dogs out!
My daily dog is the man, the legend, Mr. Willie Nelson. Yes, that's right. You wouldn't think that would be for sports, but it is. At 92, he surprised fans with a new photo of himself earning his 5th-degree black belt in Gangwon Yusul. I think I pronounced that right.
It was a hell of a try,
Yep,
either way.
And I've got it pulled up if you're wondering what type of martial art that is. It's a Korean hybrid martial art founded by Kang Won in 1996, designed as a comprehensive empty-handed system that blends striking, grappling, and locking techniques. Pretty amazing.
Never heard of it, but
yeah.
it sounds cool.
Either way, at 92 to be doing
Crazy.
a martial art, it's pretty just remarkable. And it was captioned, he is a black belt by day and redheaded stranger by night. Pretty
Although
inspirational.
it's very far from the redheadedness, but
Yes. Pretty much gray.
At 92, he's silver foxing it, but
Yeah.
that's incredible. And Willie's just the man, you know.
He's awesome.
Willie's the best.
Yep.
That's why he's Chad's daily.
Who let the
Daily.
dogs out?
All right, we'll get into mine. And the reason I chose mine last week was due to something crazy that happened to her, and the fact that she was going to even race was insane. I chose Lindsey Vonn, and as most of you now know, she suffered another terrible accident.
Fractured her fibia.
It's what they complex?
Yeah,
Complex tibia
Yep.
or fibia, yeah.
It seems like there's multiple breaks out.
Yeah, it's multiple breaks, soft tissue injuries as well. So last week she gets airlifted off of her run on the downhill, and she tore her ACL and also had, I think, like a patellar injury and meniscus bruising.
Mm-hmm.
She still came out to the Olympics and raced again. And unfortunately for her, it had nothing to do with her ACL. She says here, in downhill ski racing, the difference between a strategic line and a catastrophic injury can be as small as 5 inches. I was simply 5 inches too tight on my line when my right arm hooked the inside of the gate, twisting me and resulted in my crash. And in the crash, it was pretty gnarly. She got whipped around, and like most recreational skiers, your skis come off. These downhill skiers, their skis don't come off, and that usually means that when you're flipping around all crazy, your skis are sticking and twisting, usually against your body. And yeah, so she suffered a complex fracture of her, where was it? Is it tibia or fibia? Tibia.
Yeah.
Tibia fracture. So that happened on Sunday, February 8th. And it could be the end of Lindsey Vonn competing in the Olympics, as she's getting up there.
So, but she is the pride of Colorado, multiple-time gold medal winner, multiple-time other medal winner. And this is even like a track that I guess she has already won like 11 times. Not so much Olympics, but different world championships. And
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but I definitely think she deserves this daily dog because she went out there and still competed.
Yeah, she did, and on a torn ACL, which is crazy. And then to not even have that be the reason as to why you really like screwed up again, or just got the shitty hand that was dealt, is pretty crazy. But that is why she is my daily dog.
Who let the
Daily.
dogs out?
All right, now that we have gotten through the daily dogs, let's get into the NBA.
Middle of Magic, right side to Scott. Slam dunk. 4 seconds. 3 seconds left. Why are they not fouling? Jumper Murray. Denver bounce.
Pump fake for two. Kobe's got the Laker record. 81-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
T, come on. I'm burning. My legs are burning.
My legs are burning. Well, we passed the trade deadline, and there was some pretty big trades this trade deadline that shook up some teams.
Yeah, some big stars got traded.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis got traded to Washington, and D'Angelo Russell was also a part of those trades. Then Chris Middleton went to the Mavericks, where then you got the big one where the Warriors added Kristaps Porzingis for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield.
Yeah, and then we had the Cleveland Cavaliers, who ended up swapping 26-year-old Darius Garland for James Harden, which came back to bite the Nuggets in the butt last night.
He had a three that kind of was a dagger last night.
Yeah, and then, with Harden and Donovan Mitchell together, that's a pretty scary backcourt.
They were carving him up last night.
Yeah.
Donovan was having a great game.
So, they ended up getting rid of Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Lonzo Ball, all of which had the 3 worst net ratings on the team. So, Cavaliers got much better. I'm trying to see the Jazz went crazy.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of people there. But we'll see. The Jazz have a long way to go in the West, unfortunately. But adding Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Grizzlies is a huge thing.
3 first-round picks, too.
I know, but him and Lauri Markkanen went off the other night, and they got to sit out the entire fourth quarter because they got a huge lead. So
it's just
working out well.
You how bad that Doncic trade was, where he just got 1 first-round pick from him.
Yeah, and you get 3 for Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, so
ridiculous.
Yeah,
and then the Celtics add Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls. I've always wanted Jokic to play with this guy. I believe he's a fellow Serbian.
Yeah, if we can get Jokic with another itch, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
we got a chewiness, and we need an itch.
Yeah, so
I got an itch needs scratching. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, and the NBA, I think, as a whole, is ready for the All-Star break coming up this weekend. It is people are at their boiling points, and we had multiple brawls last night, one of which actually was a legit fight. I mean, there was real punches being thrown. People are now ejected, some suspended for multiple games. But let me show you guys this here, right? As we pull up this video, and you'll get to see what happened here.
Yet they lead the NBA in fouls per game. Clearly, fouling is not a problem for a good defensive team. And Duran is fouled. Oh, my goodness.
And then he pushed his face.
And Musa's upset. Musa's really upset.
He's going
I have never seen Musa Diabate like this.
You think it's over, but then watch him. He's like, another fight breaks out.
Oh my goodness, now Miles and Duran and beef stew. This is out of control.
Oh, Miles in the Palace.
Oh, of course, it's a great one. But yeah, I mean, this one just keeps going. This wasn't your normal pushing, shoving.
Sam Stewart's out of the NBA, suspended for a while. He was on the bench and he came out just to draw a fight.
Yeah, it's crazy, but what the outcome was, Charlotte's Musa Diabate and Miles Bridges were tossed, along with Detroit's Jalen Duran and Isaiah Stewart. And then Chad just informed me before we got going, Stewart now has been suspended for 25 games.
Without pay.
Without pay. That's
He's
huge...
been ejected like 6 times this year. He even got into it with Jonas Valanciunas when
that was him, huh? Yeah,
they got him in like a little headlock.
Yeah.
A lot of the players don't like Stewart.
Yeah, he does seem to be kind of one of those guys that gets under your skin.
Yep.
So, I was trying to see if they... it's Stewart, not Stevens. God damn it.
Yeah. But in other news, last night LeBron called out the Lakers because they got beat by the Thunder without Shea, and basically complimented the Thunders like they're a great team. That's why they're a championship team. They have all this chemistry, and said we do not. Just called out his team like that.
Yeah, we'll play the clip for you because I want to let everybody hear this, and then I want to bring up a few things that upset me about LeBron over the last week.
He needs to shave his head. This looks ridiculous.
Dude, that's why I didn't want to be like that. I was like, you know what? I'll just give up. Here we go.
LeBron, they're the best team in the league, and they're a good measuring stick when you play them. Where are you seeing the gaps between like where they're at and the things they do well consistently versus like kind of the build that you guys are trying to put together?
You want me to compare us to them?
No, I want to know where you think though that like sort of as this team is on its like.
That's a championship team right there. We're not. So I don't understand.
What are the biggest things you think that are keeping this team as right now?
We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes, and they can. That's why they won a championship.
LeBron, they're the best.
Yeah, so it's just more shit from LeBron where I feel like he's trying to be a leader, and that is not your role on this team anymore, man. You're kind of at the back now as Doncic and Austin Reeves are being pushed to the forefront. Yep. And you've got a guy saying this, and I've watched multiple videos of him before the game trying to get his stupid pregame ritual right.
It is weird, man.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He launches the ball. He makes sure everybody's paying attention, and then he throws a ball really high, and then he walks towards it, and as soon as he gets to it, he catches it and everybody goes into like horse stance.
Yeah, it does like a squat.
And then he does like this goofy like run back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't say shit like that. And that's your main focus in pregame.
And this is why the NBA has a real problem is because this is why they implemented the 65 game rule, which due to tonight, him sitting out because of his sciatica, when last night he was doing a stupid dance during pregame, apparently his sciatica wasn't bothering him then, he will not be eligible for any of the season-long awards like all
I
NBA.
almost feel like they just did that so that way he didn't have to be like worry about like it's just like we're gonna just sit you and then you don't have to make up excuses for it.
I think there's a pattern where he sits out against good teams. One of the last times he sat out was against San Antonio. They're playing the Spurs tonight, who are really good right now, and he just doesn't want. He only plays the teams that are kind of like mediocre or bad.
Yeah,
he's just stat padding right now. There's hundreds of videos and clips out there right now of this season where he's not trying on defense. He's not getting back on defense. He's talking to the bench while the game's happening.
Yeah,
he is.
The other team's bench too. Sometimes like, he's just dicking around. Yeah. Like it's like, dude, I get it. This is like your farewell tour, but come on, man.
If I was JJ Redick,
don't say shit like that then.
Yeah,
maybe that's why he's out.
He needs to.
Maybe Redick said you need to sit down.
It's a complete embarrassment.
I know we're buddies, but you're fucking everybody right now.
You cannot tell me that Kobe and Jordan ever had this type of perspective, like where people had a perspective of him like this, where people aren't afraid of LeBron. He goes up and he tried to do like a windmill dunk last night and airballed it.
No, I saw him shoot a 3 the other night. The airball.
Airballed it. Yeah.
I mean, you look at the beginning of his career, though. He's been trying to make a spectacle of himself since the beginning.
Yeah.
The baby powder in the hands, the throwing it up. It's always about him. I know that was the way it was with Michael, but the main thing was winning.
Well, that
above all else.
That's what was so awesome about The Last Dance is like in that final farewell tour, he, even though at like nearly 40 years of age, he went out there and wanted to play every single game. And that's what was so, that's what was so great about The Last Dance is like they show like the craze that every city had because they want to go out there and do it. And he said, even though nights where he was hurting or might have been banged up, he wanted to go out there and do it because there's a father out there or family that saved up their money to go out there and see him play, and he doesn't want to disappoint him. LeBron doesn't care about all that. He just cares about his stupid stats that no one's. It's literally a term, LeBron stat. They use it on New Heights. What's the LeBron stat of the day? Oh, someone has the most touchdowns within 3 quarters. It's meaningless records.
Well, and like, it's just it's sad to watch now because it's just ridiculous.
Here soon, I'm gonna try to get on a content creator on Twitter. His name's Hero of the Day.
Oh yeah. We've been talking about that.
I think I'm really going to try to get him. I'm kind of waiting for the football season to blow over. Next week, I think we might have a Mavs guest on. He kind of got back to us
a few
months later, so that's cool. But yeah, I really want to have this guy on, and we'll just kind of have almost like a LeBron hate episode because there's literally Twitter feeds out there that are making they're
probably making
getting
money
big.
off of talking shit about LeBron.
Their whole content centric thing is the Thunder and LeBron and just how the NBA product has gone downhill. And we'll just have a guy on and bash him the whole time.
Yeah, it might be fun.
Yep.
And then a lot of people will get the same amount of people on both sides, either saying that we're right on or that we're assholes.
The LeBron
or we're haters.
LeBron sexuals are hard to deal with. They have no sense behind it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's move on to the last thing. The All-Star break is here, and as I said earlier, it can't come soon enough.
Yep.
We got all-out brawls happening, and it's looking like February 13th, everything's going to be popping off. We're going to have the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's going to end with the NBA HBCU Classic, as well as the Castrol Rising Stars Championship. Saturday, February 14th, we have the NBA All-Star Saturday, the State Farm 3-Points Contest.
Murray's in it.
Yeah, we'll see how well he's going to do. And also, news came out I think it was today, actually. Steph Curry will not be participating in the All-Star game due to knee soreness. But after the State Farm 3-Point Contest, we got Shooting Stars, the lackluster Slam Dunk Contest, and then Sunday, February 15th, the G League games at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. That would be 12:30 here, and then the All-Star game tips off, at 3 p.m. That was dumb with me to say. I'm so stupid.
But should be exciting. I really hope that they take this USA versus World serious.
Oh, this is going to be crazy. I didn't realize this. So Stars versus World Game 1 is at 5 p.m. Game 2... Oh, wait. All-Star Game 2, Stripes... Oh, weird. So Stars versus World, All-Star Game 2, Stripes versus Game 1 winner, All-Star Game 3, Stripes versus Game 1 loser, and then the All-Star Championship.
Yeah. It's... Adam Silver does not know how to conduct this, dude. How about just
one game?
One game. Just swap them out. USA versus
What do we
World.
care anyways?
Dude, it's the way he's doing. This is like the group play that he did with like LeBron and Durant as the coaches. This is dumb, man.
Yeah.
It's bad. But let's move on to hockey.
Yeah, let's get into the penalty box.
I'm excited to talk about Gavin McKenna, dude.
Oh, this story's crazy. It's nuts.
This guy's a fucking hero.
It is wild.
Those foghorns are probably what the United States women heard today as 5-0. They beat Canada 5-0. First time the women's hockey has ever beat Canada in the Olympics, and they shut them out.
Yeah, they did them dirty.
Yeah, I think the men just beat Switzerland yesterday, and they'll be taking on Canada soon, or maybe I got that mixed up with the women's.
You got that mixed up with the women's. The men's has not happened yet.
Okay.
So, in the men's side, we have 3 groups. Group A, Canada, Czechia, Switzerland, and France. In Group B, Italy, Finland, Sweden, Slovakia. And in Group C, the United States, Latvia, Germany, and Denmark.
Oh, they can win that one.
Yeah, they can. Schedule for Group A will be Switzerland versus France, February 12th, 6:10 a.m. So you're looking at 4:10 a.m. our time. Czechia versus Canada, 10:40 a.m. God, I keep forgetting the 8:40 our time, Mountain Standard. I'm trying to see when USA plays first. So basically, it's starting the 11th, actually, because Group B, I don't know why they would do that to me. Group B kicks it off for February 11th at 8:40 a.m. And then Group C Latvia versus the United States, February 12th at 1:10 p.m. That will be the first game. And we are looking at possibly a showdown between Canada and the U.S. And will they be able to overcome Canada? This might be the first time they will have a chance, as we actually have a pretty damn good lineup here when you go through it. Matthew Tkachuk, the Tkachuk brothers, obviously the centerpieces. If we remember them from the Four Nations, they started all the fights. Can't fight in international.
And there's a few rules that are different.
There are some different rules, but the forwards for the U.S. Jack Eichel and Austin Matthews. This is the best center duo we maybe have ever had in the Olympic tournament. So should be a really good game. But unfortunately, on the other side, you've got maybe one of the greatest center trios in hockey history: Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, and Sidney Crosby. So Canada is basically the juggernaut to take down. I'm the juggernaut, bitch. It'll be tough, but it should be really fun to watch. I'm definitely going to be tuning in for the hockey because most of the other sports I don't understand.
I don't really get too into the rest of them.
Biathlon, I don't understand. Cross-country skiing and shooting. And then why is there so many damn scandals with the biathletes? I don't get it, Chad.
There you go.
But anyways, let's get into the second story. And this one is going to be Gavin McKenna, who is with Penn State this year, looking at being the top hockey prospect coming out, probably going to go a number 1 overall. But a week ago, everybody thought his career was over.
Yep.
When everything came out, he's getting felony aggravated assault charges. He beat the shit out of some guy. We didn't know what happened. But now, as the story comes out, he might be the hero, as Chad mentioned.
Just defending his mom.
Yeah, so a drunkard, some asshole 20-year-old guy. This kid's 18. He's playing for Penn State, like I said. He's coming out next year. This guy was talking shit to everybody and running his mouth about his mom. And
they were at a bar.
Yep, they were at a bar, and it was after, I forget what it was after. They were all out there hanging out. I'm trying to see here. He messed the guy up, though. He broke his jaw.
He knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, 2 fractures the same side of his jaw. He's recovering from surgery. Got to get that mouth wired shut and won't be talking any shit. But he is remaining charged with misdemeanor simple assault along with harassment and disorderly conduct. But I think really when you look at this and what happened, people are going to basically give him a pass on this one. It's not like the Canadian hockey kids from a while back that got into that whole scandal with sexual assault charge or whatever that was. This is not nearly as bad, but way to go,
just
man.
get like probation or something like that. But,
yeah,
I mean, it's like the guy was defending his mom's honor. You know, like sometimes mama jokes and stuff can slide, but I guess the guy with the drunkard was going too far and making his mom uncomfortable. And the guy paid the price, and I think he deserves it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
sometimes violence is the answer.
Yeah, sometimes, dude, someone just needs to get punched in the face.
Yep.
It should be the last resort, but if someone pushes you to that point, they deserve to get popped in the mouth, and that's the thing that we are missing sometimes in this world. So,
what's the saying go? Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Yeah.
Yep. And
yeah, don't start none, won't get none.
That's
right.
Good for him, man. Hopefully he gets acquitted of most of it, and isn't,
I mean, it's his first thing I think that's happened to him. They're gonna go pretty easy on him.
Especially with the hockey team, they're gonna be like, I don't care.
Yeah,
especially finding out.
They're like,
story.
That's badass, dude. You messed him up. Screw that guy. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the penalty box. I'd say we'd hit the standings, but they really haven't played much since we. I have them up. Fair enough. You guys want to check, you can look at the standards of the Eastern and Western conferences below here. But it is now that time when the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Daly, grips it, rips it, and hits it hard, man. In 1 second.
I hit it hard, man. So far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man. Till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, living large. I hit it hard.
All right. We flew through this episode.
Yeah, you'll be getting a video for this one.
Yes.
Hopefully the news station doesn't take it down, but just in case, we'll talk about it a little bit. This is a story I found about a week ago where this 12-year-old out of Australia performs like some superhuman act to save his family.
Yeah, it's insane. I haven't yet watched the entire video, but just from
13-year-old boy, excuse me.
Yeah, just from the tag on the beginning of the video, it's pretty wild. So we're going to get this pulled up for you right now, and we'll get it going.
For 10 hours off the Australian coast. And it would not have been possible without the superhuman effort of a 13-year-old boy.
I just said, all right, not today, not today, not today. I have to keep on going.
And he did keep going. Austin Appleby, his mom, and 2 siblings had set out from the beach on a kayak and 2 inflatable paddle boards, planning to be out on the water for about an hour. The ocean was calm, but the weather suddenly turned, their kayak flipping over and taking on water.
I was just thinking in my head, like thinking I was going to make it through. But I was also thinking about like all my friends at school.
Mom Joanne tried to tow the 2 paddle boards and the younger siblings to shore, but water began filling the kayak. That's when she made the difficult decision to send Austin paddling ahead to shore.
In the beginning, it was, we're going to be fine. Austin's going to make it back. As time went on, I was like, why? I haven't seen anyone come.
Austin leaves his family behind, but has to ditch the kayak, battling the waves by swimming alone for 4 hours to get 2.5 miles back to the beach.
And then finally I just made it to shore. I just collapsed.
He ran another mile down the beach to get their phone and make that life-saving call for help.
He's absolutely amazing. Yeah, and his dad are super proud, so yes.
He is amazing. Austin swam those 2 miles without a life jacket, saying it was easier to make those swim strokes without it. Now, throughout the trek onto shore, he was trying to think of happy thoughts. So he was thinking about Thomas the Tank Engine, and he has a brand new girlfriend, so he was thinking about her.
This is the moment.
What's that noise?
That was that girl in the background going, "Oh." Is someone dying in the background?
So he was motivated
by Thomas the Tank, dude,
and his girlfriend.
He's got
Talk
a girlfriend,
about
dude.
being 13
baller,
and being a player.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
If he was older, dude, he'd be getting lucky.
I won't be long before he does, because this is like the mutant stuff right here. This
dude, to swim. I mean, if
4 hours in the ocean.
Yeah, if they would have said an hour, I'd been like, "Holy shit, dude!" You would just die, dude.
Tons of sharks around Australia.
Yeah,
like jellyfish. That's where the box jellyfish is too.
Yeah,
like
Man of Wars.
This is just nuts, man. Like I had a scary incident in Costa Rica, but that makes this look like I was just a tiny little baby, and this guy is a hero. He's 13 years old, man.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, swims 4 hours,
and then runs a mile.
Instead,
he just collapsed. But I just love what he said about it. He was just like, "Not today, not today,
dude. Not today."
They need to make a goddamn movie off this, man. Timothy Chalamet, play this guy. You look like a kid anyway.
Pretty much, man. Yeah, that's insane.
Hell of a story.
So,
dude, I really wish like we had, once we make it and we could like send even just like $500 or something to these DDOEs.
Yeah.
That'd be rad.
So yeah, people start sending us money. We'll send it on out, or we'll make the show better with it.
Yep.
You know,
either
either way.
Underdog Fantasy, get at us. You know, we'll put that money to good use.
Let's do it. But on that note, it was a ripper of a show.
Hell of a good time. No more football.
No more football. So we're going to be coming in heavy. NBA, NHL.
F1, they're doing trials.
F1's. We got...
the 80 seems like their favorite.
Drive to Survive coming out 24th. Yep. So big stuff happening. We're going to be talking about it. Tune in next week. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Tell somebody, anybody. We love you guys. Chad Lee, I love you.
Love you, buddy. Come back next week.
Bye-bye.